The hips are super important for your golf swing. They need to be a mobile portion of the body. And when your hips are tight or restricted, it's most common to recruit the lower back to find movement. And the lower back should be more of a stable segment. So the lower back does not like to be rotated. It only has about 11 to 13 degrees of rotation in it. So this is going to be just kind of a quick little flow through some hip mobility. It's really external rotation that we're doing here. In your golf swing, let's see, I'll talk just lead and trail side. So when you make a backswing, your trail hip internally rotates and your lead hip externally rotates. And when you make a downswing, you turn through impact, your lead hip is internally rotating and your trail hip is externally rotating. So we need our hips to be able to move really well to be able to maintain our posture, reduce force from the ground, keep our lower back safe. So this will require you to have a foam roll or some kind of therapy ball. So we're going to start with just some posterior hip. We'll start with the right side. So right hand on the ground, shoulder down, right ankle across your left knee. And then from here, you're going to roll on this corner of your butt, the side of your hip. If you find any tender spots, you can make some little oscillations there. And we'll go 30 to 60 seconds, do both sides. From there, we're going to go into, we'll call it a pigeon stretch, but I'm sure anybody in yoga might be critical. We'll call it a modified pigeon. So you're going to set up kind of push-up position. You'll point your right knee between your hands, and you'll sit down onto the side of your thigh. Kind of stay tall, long through the spine, shoulders down, and we'll hang out here for about 60 seconds. Do both sides. And then let's use this movement. So we're creating this external rotation in our hip. When we can add it into a bigger movement, it's more likely that our body will start saving this information. Like, okay, cool, you want to be able to do this with your hip. Great. So we're going to squat, because squatting takes our hips through external rotation. So you'll stand hip-ish, shoulder width. You can hold on to your hands. You'll squat down, get to the bottom, stay nice and tall. You can even kind of push your knees apart, pry at the bottom of your squat, kind of rocking around your ankles and in your hips. Stand up. If that's too hard or you pitch forward or your heels come off the ground, you can always hold on to a door, a wall, a post, walk yourself down, and assist yourself into finding some of this awesome hip mobility that you're working on. So go through it 2 times at least. 4 would be great. 3 is awesome too. Open up your hips, play better golf.